did I start kickboxing? Okay, so listen up. When I was studying in Kung Fu San Soo, I was already a black belt, and I would go to tournaments and just compete in forms, because in Kung Fu San Soo, we stick our fingers in people's eyes and we hit them in the groin and we hit them in the windpipe. We stomp on their knees and break their elbows and locks and throws and leverages. We're not nice. So in a real fight, that comes in handy. But in a point fighting, it doesn't work at all. You can't do it. So there was a girl who would constantly ask me to do point fighting with her. And I wasn't used to that. So I said, look, if you want to fight, let's go out back and fight. Which she didn't do, which is okay, because then her instructor called my instructor and asked if I'd be willing to do, it's an exhibition. So if you know what an exhibition is, it means there's no points. There's no winner or loser. There's just an exhibition to show the skill level of the people who are fighting, okay? So they asked me if I would do an exhibition bout with this girl who weighed 190 pounds and I weighed 120 pounds. Big difference. And I agreed, because I'd never done kickboxing, but I thought, I can put on gloves and hit him as hard as I want to? Yes, I'm in. Let's do it. So we got in there and we had a bout. I took 10 days to learn how to do kickboxing. 10 days. That's it. Two hands worth. That's it. And I had the match, and we fought, and we pounded the crap out of each other, and I discovered that I really loved kickboxing. I loved the fear. I loved how the fear motivated me to hit hard, and hit fast, and hit often. Even though I was only learning how, I only had 10 days to learn how. Imagine walking in here and 10 days later you have a fight. Crazy, huh? So that's what got me fighting, and ever since then I've wanted to do more and more and more, and learn everything there is about that kind of fighting. Why did I start martial arts? I had a friend in high school. I was 14, my freshman year. She invited me to an Aikido class, and because I had a really rough childhood, I didn't have a great family that I grew up with, and that instructor became my family. And the class, everybody in the class was so warm and welcoming that I stuck with it, and that's why I stayed in martial arts. Because in martial arts, everywhere you go, you're part of somebody's family. You're always part of the family, because we all do martial arts. Whether it's boxing or kickboxing or Tajikembo or Kung Fu San Soo or Judo or whatever. Because you're doing martial arts, you're part of a family. And, you know, with family, you have siblings, and sometimes you argue with your siblings. Sometimes you smack them around. But, you know, we all love each other, we all protect each other, and we all care for each other. And that's what a family should do. That's why I started martial arts. That's why I stayed in martial arts.
We got time for one more question.